Yeah, so now we know that there are no criminal charges coming against that second grade teacher, but parents are concerned about what type of precedents this sets, that teachers can be in the classroom while intoxicated.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It is not illegal to teach drunk.
The shocking discovery after a months-long investigation into Sutter County second grade teacher Wendy Munson, who was arrested last October for driving drunk and child endangerment.
There was the possibility that she drank after she arrived at the school.
Oh, wow. That's why District Attorney Jennifer Dupre couldn't file any charges, even though investigators say the teacher was on the job with the blood alcohol content level 2 times the legal limit.
What's wrong with you? With any job, if you show up to work intoxicated, it's a fireable offense, I would imagine.
Consistent with most schools, New Estro Elementary is a drug and alcohol-free zone. The staff handbook stating that for violators of this, the board shall require termination when termination is required by law.
I certainly don't support anyone teaching children drunk, but I can't charge them criminally.
Stop the cap.
Dupre says there is also inconsistency in the law for child endangerment, saying it's a matter of proving the teacher would endanger versus may endanger the children.
And we couldn't prove that her intoxication would endanger them.
What the fuck?
Parents think teachers should be held to a higher standard.
Being a school teacher is a little bit unique because parents are entrusting their children to a teacher and to the school.
But the law disagrees, leaving it up to districts to decide how to discipline.
So we tried because I don't like the conduct. It's not acceptable, but unfortunately it was not criminal.
Well, all I hope she doesn't teach biology or sex ed class because, ooh, that's gonna be wild.
Surprise, mother.
Muslim woman asks European girls to try a hijab. What do you think? Well, it looks kinda cool. You have to prepare your hair less, might be easier on life. I just wish they do also such videos. How do you take off a hijab in certain neighborhood?
Yeah, tough guy.
I don't think that's going to go well.
It is time for everyone to step up. And for those who've already given, and given generously, give more. The United States has for decades been the largest single country provider of assistance for Palestinians. Today, I'm announcing an additional $404 million in new aid to Palestinians, in addition to the more than $1.8 billion in development, economic, and humanitarian aid that the United States has provided since 2021. It is time for everyone.
There is a government called Hamas in Palestine, and after the first election, there was never an election again. Years ago. But still, we need to still give them money. And then surprise, surprise, just like Ukraine, as long as the war keeps on going, we're never going to have a democracy. I mean, what's going to happen? By that knowledge, you're going to send the money forever, both sides, funding the war. I'm like, bruh, what the heck is happening? This used to happen in games, like Metal Gear Solid. I thought this would only be a game.
I always forget that being pro-choice technically means that I'm pro people also being able to choose to keep the baby. Like, I just heard about some people from my high school who accidentally got pregnant and the girl is apparently decided to keep the baby, and my first thought was what? I'm like, our state is pro-choice. You can get rid of it. And I said that to a mutual friend and she was like, well, yeah, she can also choose to keep it. I was like, oh, that's how that works. I don't know if I'm pro-choice. I think I'm pro a lot of the people I know shouldn't be parents yet. I always forget that being pro-choice technically means that I'm pro people also being able to choose to.
Maybe you're not pro-parent because there's a whole story how you thought your father abandoned you, you believed the lies of your parent, all your sister believe your father is a bad guy, but he wasn't really a bad guy. He was giving so much money to your mom and only your brother decided to visit your father over and over, and he's the only one that isn't really angry at your father. So maybe the bad experience that you had with your father makes you think maybe people shouldn't have a baby, so let me just advocate for this ideology, and you say you have the choice to do something, but Why did you do that choice?
I don't know if I'm pro-choice.
Or maybe you just want people to live the same life that you are living so you feel included.
Yeah.
It is so weird how they believe babies and children to be some debilitating handicap in life. I don't believe it's a handicap at all. My wife doesn't believe it's a handicap at all. We're just both 40s and we're kinda late. But if we knew how good we're going to... Woo! And this girl, all she needs is the right man because she had that action one time.
Yeah, boy.
Guys, I went on a date this week and I felt the feminism leaving my body.
Oh, the baby!
I live on the east side of LA, and if you don't know what that means, it's sort of like the artsier part of LA, you know? It's people say it's like Brooklyn and New York. Like, so I go on dates with a lot of men and women who, you know, live over here. There's always a negotiation about who pays, and that's great. I like to pay for people, all that. But what I will say is that I sort of fell into going on a date with the most guy's guy I've ever been on a date with. And he's from West, you know, Santa Monica. He's a bro, right?
Oh, I'm beating your ass.
A guy's guy is usually not my type. Like, I cannot remember the last time that I went on a date with like a straight bros bro, you know what I'm saying? But it befell me. It befell me in an organic fashion. So I'm on this date with this guy, and the thing about a guy's guy is he's putting his card down. He's paying for everything. And I really it sort of activated something feral in me, I'm not gonna lie. We went to like another bar and he was gonna go to the bathroom, so I was getting prepared to pay for our drinks because he's been paying all night. Of course I'm gonna pay for the next round, but as he's going to leave for the bathroom, he turns to me and he hands me his credit card.
And that was it.
And he goes, "Here's my card, get us whatever."
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I actually paid. I paid.
It might be time for me to get away from all these, you know, liberal snowflakes on the east side.
So what the men fear the most is what makes her hot. Wow. Now imagine if he said, "I will pay for everything forever. Just take care of the kids."
Ain't nobody got time for that.
This is the left-leaning party in Australia. What do you notice?
Labour Club. Of course we're going to take you to Canberra for the federal budget.
We're the Labour Club. Of course we get our coffees from the Parliament.
With the Labour Club, of course we're going to make you meet MPs and ministers.
We are Labour Club. Of course we'll discuss and debate policies.
We're the Labour Club. Of course we're progressive, pragmatic and principled.
We are Labour Club. Of course we're going to deliver the best deals.
We are Labour Club. Of course there's a space.
I counted maybe one Australian accent. Yeah, there's one Australian and he's probably gay. Yeah. Why is it all brown woman? Maybe the white woman is the boss? I don't know. Victim mentality?
It's from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Yeah. Can you tell me which river and which sea we're talking about here?
This is you've caught me on the spot, and I'm really horrible when asking questions.
I'm sick of them. And the fact that we got to deal with this big...
But basically, the river and the sea that border both sides of Palestine, where Israel is right now.
Look, they're representing something that they know. I don't even know what it is. But even if I ask, they're just going to say something how they feel. I don't think they know the facts. That's like asking a lady, what is a woman? As you can see, I can like, I can tag, I can retweet, let's go, but I can't comment. Oh my god. Let's hope I never accidentally step on a dog doo-doo and then I try to cross the street.
The new Pride mural in Spokane has been vandalized again.
How much is this costing taxpayer? First of all, to paint the flag and repaint it, but also to police it and investigate it and prosecute it. Hundreds of thousands, millions? Follow the freaking money.
Imagine spending your time on X trying to make a group of people who have a significantly higher rate of suicide feel even more hated and unwelcome in their own skin. You truly have to be a horrible person to post something like this. I just ask people to put themselves in other people's shoes before trying to monetize off hate. This is why I say the Krasensteins are evil, because they're comic book villains. They know the real reason people are upset with pride flag murals in the street, but they pretend like you're trying to make a group of people feel unwelcome in their own skin. This is not a trans pride flag. This is a progress pride flag that represents an ideology.
Yeah, Are you happy for kids to do this when they're not able to take it?
But it's not as simple as like just one statement. It's not. This isn't what's happening. He's just trying to promote fear.
Just trying to promote fear, apparently.
No, it's not. It's not a simple process. It's not as easy as I'm going to the doctor. I'm going to get puberty blockers.
How's it ever capable of doing it when they're under the age of 16 or 18?
With parental consent and a lot of.
But what about if you have a deluded parent?
And with a lot of.
Great question. What about if you have a deluded parent? Thank you for talking common sense. Yeah.
It's the truth. At the end of the day, parents want their kids to do loads of stuff. Some kids are forced to do certain jobs, all this and that, and they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So let alone, imagine if you're told, oh, you have to be a girl from a kid. Play with this, play with that. So I could train her to be whatever I wanted her to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally anything. Whatever you do to a kid, she doesn't even know what she wants to be. Sometimes she plays with my son's toys, sometimes he plays with hers. Doesn't mean all that, but bro, these people in America and other countries are jumping on it and feeding it to their kids. I don't think it's right. That's being honest with you. Fair play to you anyway, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
Arguing with people on the internet is like playing chess with a pigeon. No matter how good you are, the bird is going to poop on the board and strut around like it won anyway. That is true. Again! But I don't want to go there anymore. But one time they dressed my son like a princess. I don't know why. Maybe because he likes pink. But when we asked him, what did you do today? He said, I dressed like a king. So he had no idea what the heck he was doing.
Oh.
2 male teachers forced to resign after allegedly trying to set up a foursome with one of the students. Teachers Alexia Saldares and Jennifer Larson allegedly tried seducing one of the male students at Joseph Craig High School in Wisconsin. The woman admitted to Snapchatting the students and sending flirtatious messages and inappropriate photos during a school trip from April 7 to April the 9th. The woman said they wanted to have fun with him and asked if he could get another student to join. So that is sent the student photo on the night of herself and they made plans to meet up. The situation became public a couple of days later when Larson told on Saldares for letting the student drive a district van around the parking lot where they allegedly kissed. The women were placed on leave and resigns about 10 days later. So I believe Larson, this lady, has snitched on this lady.
Friendly fire!
Okay, I see what's going on. One lady tasted the lips and the other one got jealous and the whole plan imploded. Why is she filming? I was about to ask that.
How dare you!
Jesus Christ, what are you doing in my car? You're recording.
And that's the issue. If I did something that my father had to be like, what are you doing? And I'm still smiling. Woo! He's not even going to touch me. But I know I'm going to lose some privileges. Let's just say that. Karen is holding up the line and filming to shame a man waiting behind her to check out, all for clicks on TikTok. People like her need to be shamed instead.
As if like brave me.
That's what you guys are, just a couple of meat bags.
And all I have to say is this. He looked in your direction, but at a specific moment, he seemed like he was looking at your ass of all the times that he looked. Why did you smile there? Finally, he looked at your ass?
Yeah, boy.
First look, second look, third, you look! Hey! Upload, select the video.
You're a victim.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam. Durloqueta verdeta welcome.